I need your help, not your president help, your help, to make everything possible, to stop sending money for all of these crimes. And these are crimes made by Jews. Talking about the American Jews, I know that unfortunately most of them are always behind the holy government of that George W. Sharon, mainly because of one main reason. They live out of Israel. They have somehow bad feeling about it. We are not there. We must help. And this help is saying what we say, amen, on everything that Israel government says and does, no matter what it is. Israel is the only state in the world that is existing already 56 years, and still the majority of the holy Jews, the holy very chosen nation, are out of Israel. Now, what are you going to do in order to bring them inside? To force them leave USA and leave Europe and go to Israel to be the majority? I am very much afraid they won't like it very much. They very much love the places they stay there now. On the other side, Israel does not give up any centimeter of the West Bank. What are we going to do with the Palestinians? To tell them what Golda Meir, maid of Milwaukee, said, there are no Palestinians? Or what she said later, I am very angry at the Palestinians because they caused us to kill them. I'm very angry at them. Pay attention. What is going to be the solution for the Palestinians? You want to take them to Alaska? What is the solution for them? This is a question. This is their home. Nablus, Tulkarem, Hebron, Bethlehem, Ramallah. This is their home. They have no other home. Jews have home in everywhere in the world. Whenever there is any economical break, Jews in Israel take their stick and luggage and say bye. And on the plane, they say goodbye to everyone. Ciao. Don't give them back 1 millimeter. And I'm going to defend on you in Florida, in California. Palestinians do not have this. We must think of their solution if we want to live any time in peace. Because talking about violence, if I am stronger now and beat you, you will cry and I will smile. But tomorrow someone stronger than me will come, and then I will cry and he will smile, and this has never happy end. It is necessary to sit down and talk, and it's impossible to talk about only we will have peace, but we won't let you make your independent state. It's impossible. It's also against international decisions. If I understood you well, you want to know about the Torah saying how to make the Palestine the land, the holy land, land of the Jews only. Well, you probably know that the Torah was written not by the Muslims. The Torah was written by rabbis during a few centuries. I would not expect the rabbis to say, okay, Palestine belongs to the Muslims. It's very sure that rabbis said that Eretz Israel belongs to Am Israel, which means nation of Israel. But this is not the point. The point is that the nation of Israel, those Jews, left Palestine 2,000 years ago, just leaving a small note. We are right now coming back. Unfortunately, Muslims came in the 7th century. They blinded, didn't find that note. Tough on them. Anyway, when Jews began to come back to that empty land, remember? That land that they looked off? They were very well welcomed by the Palestinians that lived there. No Jews were there. Everything was very nice until the beginning of the 20th century. At that case, Palestinians began to be pushed out because Jews began to buy the best pieces of land. Now, falahs that stayed there for generations, grandfathers of grandfathers of grandfathers, suddenly one day they find themselves moved out of their land, told this is not yours. How? Because the Effendi from Syria or Lebanon just sold it for money. This was the beginning of the national Palestinian movement. Now, it is very sure that the moment the Jews began to move the Palestinians away, out of Palestine, they had to begin to tell this story of this belongs to us. And this is something from once upon a time. It's very old already. I don't want to speak about what we are doing to the Palestinians, but what are we doing to ourselves? Which kinds of a chosen nation is this?
When I look at a map, I see this little tiny sliver, Israel, surrounded by all these Arab countries, and it just seems like nobody wants Israel to exist. The PLO's charter said they wanted to drive the Jewish people into the sea. I just don't understand why this little country of Israel can exist. And it's not Israel attacking these other people, it's Israel that's been attacked by all of these countries around it. So I just don't understand why the Jewish people can't have a homeland and exist.
You know about those who commit suicide, which is crime. But I know about another type of terror, which is terror of state. You heard about terror of state? Conquering a state which does not belong to you? Little tiny, of course. For all of those millions of Jews who live in the USA, we must have a bigger country, of course. You know that not half, 3/4 of the Negev in Israel is empty. No one is living there almost. You know that half of the Galiz is empty. And still, we don't give up any meter of, for instance, the area of Nablus, which is called Shechem. 200,000 Palestinians live there. Does this must be Israel, this area? What are you going to do exactly with 200,000 Palestinians? To kill all of them? To swallow them? To send them to the sea? Or where? The only solution is not violence. The only solution is sit down and talk about the international decisions. The situation nowadays, more or less, more than 60 years after that Second World War, that we, holy, chosen Israelis, until this very day, we are able to kill 100 Palestinians a day and still telling all the world we are always the eternal victims. Because 60 years ago, we were the victims. So nowadays, until now, we are still the victims. Now, this won't bring us to any solution. I need your help, not your president help, your help. to make everything possible, to stop sending money for all of these crimes. And these are crimes made by Jews.